The war in Ukraine continues with full intensity. July 11th, 2026. One of the most desperate moments captured on this front. A Russian soldier running through forest, an FPV drone right behind him. A weapon in hand, no clear shot, nowhere left to go. The operator doesn't let up. It ends when the drone connects. The drone closes in fast, a soldier riding on top of the vehicle. Last second, he turns, spots it. Too late to matter. No time left to react. Crouched low, water bottle still in hand, the drone right beside him. He freezes, betting stillness will keep him safe. It doesn't work that way. An African mercenary fighting for Russia, caught in open ground with a Ukrainian FPV drone closing in. No weapon, nowhere to hide in the middle of an open field. Running is the only option, and the chase lasts just seconds. When exhaustion takes over and he goes down, the drone connects. Russian soldiers hiding deep in dense bushes, aware that Ukrainian FPV drones are covering the sky above and hoping the cover holds. For Signum's operators, it doesn't matter. Fiber-optic drones navigate through the branches, finding targets in spots that were supposed to stay invisible. Wherever these soldiers go to wait out the pressure, the drone follows them in. The cover they're counting on keeps failing them. 2 Russian supply vehicles moving through occupied Luhansk, both hit by Ukrainian B-2 strike drones. Soldiers inside, supplies on board, neither vehicle completes the route. A Ukrainian FP-2 strike drone hitting a Russian base in the Donetsk region. The operation carried out by Ukraine's Magyar's Birds unit. Long range, precision guided, a direct hit well behind the front line. They spot the drone behind them and bail from the vehicle fast. Most make it clear. One doesn't, caught mid-jump. Ghillie suits, branches and leaves woven into the fabric, meant to disappear into the terrain. 2 soldiers, different moments, same idea. It doesn't fool a careful eye above. Both get spotted, both end up the same way. Russia still trying to move vehicles along supply routes between Donetsk and Lyman, and Ukraine's Vartovy unit intercepting each one. Vehicle after vehicle, a drone lifts off for every target that appears. The route is effectively locked down. What stands out in this footage is how these vehicles are now showing up. Extra wire mesh wrapped around the outside, improvised anti-drone shielding bolted on, an attempt to survive what keeps finding them. It hasn't made a difference. Ukraine's 110th Air Assault Brigade operator on reconnaissance south of Pokrovsk, scanning for any Russian movement. A soldier on a motorbike comes into view on the road. The drone accelerates immediately, closing in from behind. The soldier never notices it. The drone connects before he has any chance to react. A narrow, makeshift bridge in Vovchansk, a choke point the moment it's built. 2 Russian soldiers cross it. A few steps later, a mine detonates. 2 Russian soldiers spotted in shorts among the rubble. One makes it out, the other doesn't. Russian soldiers moving at night, wearing thermal blankets, trying to hide their body heat from drone detection. It doesn't work. Night vision FPV drones find them anyway, and with one key difference: the soldiers can't see the drones coming. A tactic that was supposed to make them safer in the dark made the outcome more one-sided. A Russian soldier spotted under a tree, completely still, convinced that not moving will keep him hidden. The drone operator watches, patient. The soldier holds position, committed to the idea that the drone hasn't seen him. It has. The drone closes in and connects directly. Ukraine's first heavy mechanized brigade locating Russian drone operators and calling in air support. A Su-27 drops a GBU-62 guided bomb directly on the position. The operators and their equipment taken out before another wave could launch. Intercepting a drone usually means losing your own in the process. A one-for-one trade that adds up fast. Ukraine's 128th Mountain Assault Brigade found a way around that. A stick and rope attached to their FPV, designed to snag the target's rotors instead of ramming into them. The intercepting drone survives, comes back, goes again. Multiple Russian UAVs taken down without sacrificing the asset doing the work. a simple modification, and a significant shift in how these intercepts are being run. 2 Russian soldiers spotted slipping underground into a position built into the rubble of destroyed buildings, the kind of hideout that takes real effort to construct. Ukraine's 100th Mechanized Brigade sends in a drone carrying a heavy explosive payload. The structure collapses entirely. Building these positions deeper and deeper is becoming the new norm for Russian forces here. And it's still not keeping them safe. Russian FPV drones going after a Ukrainian unmanned ground vehicle armed with an M2 Browning heavy machine gun. The UGV opens fire, trying to hold them off, rounds going up at the incoming drones, but none connecting. 2 FPV drones get through and disable it. No soldiers in the line of fire on either side. Machines fighting machines, remotely controlled. This is where warfare is heading, and this footage might be one of the clearest examples of it yet. Morning in the Sea of Azov, and Ukraine's drones are still working. 21 tankers, 4 tugboats, 2 cargo ships, and a dredger struck in a single overnight operation. In total, 76 vessels hit in 6 days. Russia has now halted all commercial shipping through the Kerch Strait and the Don-Azov Canal, the routes that connect the Black Sea and the Azov Sea. Wheat futures jumped nearly 4% on global markets as a result. These aren't just fuel tankers anymore. This campaign is shutting down an entire maritime corridor. A Russian supply quad bike hits a remote-laid mine in northern Kharkiv Oblast. The soldiers scramble to pull the vehicle free, pushing, pulling, trying to get it moving again. FPV drones were already waiting. It never makes it out. A Ukrainian BTR-4 armored vehicle engaging Russian positions with its 30mm cannon, direct fire support from the 14th Assault Brigade, close range and precise. The BTR-4's 30mm autocannon is designed to engage both infantry and lightly armored targets at range. Accurate, rapid fire, and effective against fortified positions. This is exactly what it was built for. Ukraine's 7th Corps targeting Russian logistics around Donetsk with 5-point medium-range strike systems. This area is one of the key supply hubs feeding Russian assault units pushing toward Pokrovsk. Hitting it disrupts the entire chain: ammunition, fuel, reinforcements that are supposed to reach frontline units. The 237th Unmanned Systems Battalion running a series of strikes on facilities in this zone, methodically cutting what Russia depends on to keep attacking. Ukraine's Cursed Empire unit clearing Russian ambush drones from roads in the Kostiantynivka direction, one of the most contested sectors on this front. These waiting drones get taken out before they activate. Then the unit shifts to Russian transport vehicles, moving through the same routes, striking each one before it reaches its destination. A Russian logistics route lined with hundreds of destroyed vehicles, the road barely passable anymore. Every burned-out truck and armored vehicle here is the result of months of systematic drone strikes on this corridor. Russia still has to use it anyway. There's no other route. The supply chain keeps moving through the wreckage because stopping isn't an option. The night of July 11th, 28 Shadow Fleet vessels struck in the Sea of Azov. 21 tankers, 4 tugboats, 2 dry cargo ships, and a specialized vessel. 73 confirmed direct hits in a single night. The same night, 53 additional military targets hit across occupied Crimea and the south. Energy nodes, logistics, infrastructure. Movement through the Kerch Strait appears to have effectively stopped. Every vessel that doesn't make this run means less fuel, less supplies reaching Crimea from the mainland. The corridor that kept the peninsula connected is no longer functioning at any meaningful level. This isn't a single dramatic strike. It's a sustained, systematic operation running night after night. One night, 28 ships, 73 hits. A Russian sailor, filming as a Ukrainian drone, closes in on his ship in the Sea of Azov. The footage speaks for itself. What you just watched is happening every single day. Soldiers chase through forests, hiding under thermal blankets that don't fool anything, trying to cross routes lined with wreckage. As of today, July 11th, Russia's total combat losses have reached approximately 1,417,770 personnel, 1,490 in the last 24 hours alone, one of the highest daily figures of the entire war. Russia has now officially acknowledged a gasoline shortage for the first time. Oil refining volumes have dropped to their lowest level in more than 2 decades. The Kerch Strait and the Don-Azov Canal are both closed to commercial shipping after 76 vessels struck in 6 days. Wheat futures jumped nearly 4% on global markets as a result. Russia's territorial advances slowed by more than half in the first 6 months of 2026. Ukraine's commander-in-chief says at Russia's current pace, capturing the rest of Donetsk would take 14 years. Russia keeps sending men forward. Ukraine keeps finding them. In the forest, on the road, in the dark. Drop a comment. At 1.49 million soldiers down, what does Russia actually still think it's winning?